Let's see what's selling on women's dresses for eBay. Open your eBay browser, type in women's dresses. Okay. And then we want to filter to item location. I'm in the US. And I usually just find pre-owned. And then we want to filter to solds. We have, okay. So interesting enough, let's see just how much different what you type in. So we have 110,000 plus. Now if I say dresses for women, and we're US only, sold, used. And look at that, we have 370,000. So definitely can make a difference. Now let's narrow it down a little bit more. Go short sleeve. We still have 68,000 plus to look at. So let's look at the length, and we're gonna go long, 13,000 plus. Okay, well, I want to see, I'm gonna go over here to ended recently and change that to price plus shipping highest first. And let's say, well, okay. Then we have, this is, the chances of finding some of these is not very likely. So to narrow it down, let's go over here to price, and we want to say, no, actually, let's take that out. I'm going to say the max is 250. Let's see what that does. Okay, so we got 13,000 plus, and this seems more manageable. Might still not find these, but okay, let's look and see what we got. This is 1940s. Okay, the chance of finding that's probably a one-off, but we have this Hawaiian. Look at, there's another one of that. So then I'm going to open that in another tab. We have a couple of this Magnolia Pearl Mary, so we want to look further into that. This brand. So what I'm going to do is just open up in another tab. I like to just open tabs, a few of these dresses, and we're just going to look further and to see, is some of these just a one-off, or is it that this Magnolia Pearl looks like it's going to be that brand, just to kind of get an idea. Oh, we have a Lily Pulitzer. Not all Lily Pulitzer is created equal. Here's an Anthropology. Johnny Was. Okay, some brands that I don't know. So Tadashi, that's pretty formal usually. Another Magnolia Pearl. Ooh, I really need to look at that. Okay, let's see what we got going on. Then I'm going to go to that tab. So this is, let's see what the label looks like. It looks like, do they show? Oh, here's the label. So made in Hawaii. Kind of hard to read, but now that you know, MAMO. And definitely vintage label looking there. Made in Hawaii. And it looks like it has that on the dress itself. Okay, now let's just copy this, and we're going to look and see there's 49 results currently listed for sale. Let's see what sold, and I'm going to look at pre-owned. Okay, so it looks not many sold, but it looks like we at minimum could get 90 some dollars, around $90. Look at, they even have a shirt. Okay, men's shirts, so be on the lookout for that brand in men's shirts. This one only 24, but they maybe could have got more for it looking at these. 59. Okay, even this one is a women's, and it got $32 for a sleeveless shirt. Let's just look at these labels and see if they are the same. And I just want to open some of these dresses just to make sure. Most of the time the labels are the same, but just kind of make sure. So yes, definitely let's be on the lookout for this brand. So the shirt, okay, It's a little different, but kind of the same. Just the other one was in gold. For the shirt, men's shirt, same as the dress. Oh, this one says for Liberty House. So maybe that's the key to look for when it comes to men's shirts. Let's see this dress. Okay, a little bit different. And what is this one? This one has that same. So it looks like maybe the vintage is the gold. Again, the fabric has the name on it. All right. So I usually don't come across too many Hawaiian dresses where I'm at. I'm in Illinois. But if you do, definitely pick this brand up. All right. Yay. Okay, now let's go to Magnolia Pearl. This is a t-shirt dress, $250. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to copy and paste. And at first I'm not going to put dress on because this will tell me if they sell other things. Again, go to solds. Okay, so we see that they sell some of these. Let's do pre-owned. We see they sell shirts as well that we need to be looking for. So I'm going to open those so that we can look at the label. We have some trousers. Oh, interesting. Some bloomer pants. Look at this. Oh, we got to look at that. Okay. Now let's just, since this video is about dresses, we're going to type in dresses. Look at that one. Wow, $650, $450. These are pre-owned. Then we have a jersey. Interesting. So it looks like that boho kind of Edwardian prairie kind of vibe going on. Have you ever come across this brand? I really want to now. Okay, so this one is a tunic top. This is with the top, Magnolia Pearl. Okay. The other type of tag is that black one. The pants have the same as that t-shirt, or as the shirt. Yeah, look at these bloomers. Okay, now, okay. Now this one is Magnolia Pearl Beautiful Wear. Is this? No, that brand is Magnolia Pearl. Okay, so this one has a different label. We don't get any more inside. Okay, what was this? So even if it says Beautiful Wear in that Edwardian kind of boho, wow. All right, I really, let's cross our fingers that we find these. Oh, the seller was located in Wisconsin. And look at this, $250. And let's see what that label for this Magnolia Pearl Love. Okay, so definitely boho. And what does this label look like? Okay, now this one looks different as well. So it looks like Magnolia Pearl, definitely a brand to be on lookout for. And there's a few different labels. They all seem to be good. All right. Let's put it out into the universe. Let's find Magnolia Pearl. All right, next brand we have here. This looks like kind of that prairie chic too. So we're doing the same thing. Gonna copy and paste. And I think what I'll do now is just play some music. And then if I have anything, stands out, then I will pop back on here. But I think you get the vibe of what I'm doing. And yeah, we need to see what these brands are. So let's look. All right, this doesn't really give us a vibe of what the label or, but this gives a better idea of what the label looks like. This kind of reminds me of kind of the gunny sack looks. Looks like they sell, is this the same? No. So yeah, that prairie kind of vibe, boho. Again, this is the label. So yeah, located in California, the seller. All right, next one. Amazing that they sold this for $260, and look at, they don't even really show us. This is the closest we get to seeing the label. All right, well, this one is new, so we're just going to bypass that. All right, so here is the label you need to be on the lookout for. Let's see, this is pre-owned. Yes, let's see if the skirt, yep. So LAJJ, made in Italy. Have you ever heard of this brand? I had not heard of this before. Looks like this one might be hard to find in the US. Most of these are from Australia, one from the UK. So if you're taking a trip to Australia anytime, you might want to go thrifting there and see if you can find any of these, even the short ones. This one doesn't even show us the label. $379. Would you buy something for that price without seeing a label or see more than 3 pictures? Look at these, set of 2, and it looks like one of them has a stain, and they still got good money for sleeveless. So it looks like on this Gal Meets Glam, that not all of them, of course, are getting that high price. Why is this one so special? Let's look at this. It's size 2, size 2. They both have kind of that boho look. I mean, I know they're different styles, but okay, this Alyssa, that must be, it says rare. Let's see. Yeah, see, the other things are getting, I mean, depending on how cheap you get it, you're still getting maybe $75 to $50, but some of them, I'd say the shorter, well, although that one's getting $59. I was going to say the shorter ones are not, this one's, but that's not true. So it seems on, look at this one. 26 bucks. Oh, it was an auction. I bet they could have got more judging from the other styles. It appears that this brand, Gal Meets Glam, well, look at that. It looks like if you have the style, that definitely helps bring up the price. Okay, this one, they got $26, same tag. Not as good at pictures. And okay. It appears that what we're seeing, and that was on the runways, is that the boho, you know, you definitely want to take a second look at boho kind of prairie styles. It looks like the label is going to be pretty consistent. Oh, glam. Oh, see, okay. Here's an example of like the search. I put that, but look at, they just used, this brand is Glam. It's not Gal Meets Glam. So that's why it's so much different. Okay. This one, this is the rare one, 250 bucks. So shirt dress, kind of that boho, prairie, secretary chic. But yeah, this one, they have the name. It's boho, maxi. It is a size 2, but the other one was a size 4. Wonder if they could have got more for this. So we have that same style. This 175. Look at, they don't even, well, I guess there they show the label. Not many pictures though. In the Gypsy, looks like you could at minimum get $50, but as you can see, it looks like there's a lot that's close to 100. Again, no label. There is, okay, so here's what that. All right, so yeah, I'm guessing that this is Anthropologie or Urban Outfitters, that kind of thing, because it seems like their brands kind of have labels like that. There you go. And it just says spell. So if you see just spell, give it a look. See if this one, okay, now this one says spell in the Gypsy, as you can see, definitely that gunny sack prairie vibe. It looks like there's not many dresses that have sold, but as we can see, let's look at the label, see if they're all the same. So pretty much anything by this brand. This is Gwyneth Paltrow's brand. Let's go, let's take out, let's see how many dresses are listed. All right, on this one, there's only one pre-owned that's sold. Let's see, listed. There's 23 pre-owned, so not a huge amount. So we're just going to look at what's sold overall. So this is probably going to be a hard one to find, but you figure brand new, if it sells for $100 to $200, you could still use to get maybe $50 to $100. This one was the pre-owned one, $250 with auctions. Oh, all right. Now this one came up a different brand. This is a Hutch brand, but Jocelyn is the style of the dress. All right. Well, let's see what Hutch is. Okay, it looks like maybe you could get, well, this one did $80. So it looks like this and $100. Okay. So depending on the style, it looks like for Hutch. And Lily Pulitzer, yeah, I've had some Lily Pulitzer stuff that have gone high, and some I feel like I can not give it away. I feel like it really depends on the pattern and the size on it. Yeah, you can see this one $60, $63, so that pattern doesn't seem to really get a high price, but then you have a couple others that's over $100. So yeah, 25, 30. So for Lily, yeah, definitely really pay attention to the style, because it just makes a huge difference. And I've noticed that not only with dresses, but anything Lily Pulitzer. All right, we only got 2 sold. Let's see. Yeah, these are different brand. Okay. Let's see how many is listed. 13. So looks like, yeah. All right. So looks like the longer dresses are maybe a little bit more rare. Johnny Was, I knew that the shirts were, this is Love Johnny Was. I've only come across one Johnny Was shirt in the whole time I've been thrifting. And by the way, If you are new here, hi, my name is Stacy. I have been a reseller for over 10 years, and I've been a solo reseller for about 8 years, I think it's been. New videos are out every Sunday, so if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join me here. I'd love to know where you are in your reselling journey, or you just kind of wanting to learn a little bit more about it before you dip your toes in it. Okay, so yeah, so we have short, looks like, well, here's a long one. I mean, yeah, but still, I'd take $55 if you don't have to pay up. But here is one for $25, $20. So I'm thinking maybe those people could have got more, but it doesn't look like, maybe around $50 if you find the longer one. That's interesting. Now look at, they put Whimsy Goth. Is there any other black ones like that? No. But that goes to show that, well, style, and it's a silk, but also some of the keywords can maybe make a difference. And I want your opinion. What do you think is a good time for these type of videos, as far as like how long in length do you want me to do these? And I'm thinking the next one, I want to look next week to see if the dresses, if we look at short or midi, if they are different brands or if they're going to be the same brands that come up. And then after that, I thought, let me know what you think. Either women's skirts or jump back to men's and do polo shirts. Which would you rather see first? And yeah, just let me know what you'd rather see first. Okay, let's look at this brand. All right, they have purses too. And okay, that didn't go for much. Short is 81. Okay, do we have anything? We only had the want, that's 75. Long. Well, look at that one. $150. That's cute, but new. All right, well, let's look at the label for this one. I love that style of dress. Okay, that's what it looks like. And is what fabric is this? Cotton spandex. Okay. Well, we still have some other brands here that I haven't got. Well, okay, so the row, that doesn't surprise me. Celine doesn't surprise me. We got some designers there. Then we have another of that LA double. Okay, another of that. Okay, some of these Red Valentino, yeah, that's not surprising. Tory Burch, not surprising. Love Shack Fancy. Of course, Escada. Oh, yes, and if you ever find vintage gunny sack, these prairie dresses, I have found one in my life. Oh, look at that one. Interesting. So as you can see, we do have some other, but this video is kind of getting long. Oh, look at, there's another Magnolia Pearl. So I'm going to keep looking through well, I think you can kind of get an idea, but Road, I'm like, okay, I'm done. And then I keep going. But let me know if you want to see part 2. I'm just going to, I'm going to look a little bit more because, oh, what is that? I just find it interesting, and I love dresses, so this category I feel like I could spend much longer than I should. But if you want to see a part 2, let me know, and maybe I'll do that, and then we'll do short dresses. Oh, look at that with the bow in the back. We already did that brand, but let me know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week, and let's get a chat down in the comments. Thanks. Bye.